Hello co-spoilers. Welcome back to another thrilling episode as we dive into the captivating world of movies. Together, we'll uncover new cinematic gems and indulge in the guilty pleasure of wasting our time on things that truly don't matter.
Coordinated by Christian Gudgast, 2018 Sanctum of Hoodlums closes with a major turn that uncovers the film's genuine criminal engineer. So here's the Cave of Hoodlums finishing clarified in full. The finale doesn't fundamentally clarify why a bunch of hoodlums would sell out their comrades, or how they were able to escape with millions. The key to understanding Cave of Hoodlums finishing is truly to pay exceptionally near consideration. In spite of the fact that Cave of Cheats gotten a tepid gathering from fault-finders, it appeared to associate with gatherings of people more than anticipated and got to be a astonished box office hit. An enormous part of what gatherings of people appeared to like within the heist motion picture was the ultimate bend. It is the kind of disclosure that changes everything the groups of onlookers thought they knew and makes them need to return to it once more to see in case they can spot the clues. Undoubtedly, there are a parcel of steps that driven to that unforeseen sanctum of cheats finishing that gatherings of people can investigate in profound detail. What happens in Cave of Hoodlums? A brief recap. Cave of Cheats at first shows up to demolish the great folks versus terrible folks introduce. Activity star Gerard Butler stars as criminologist Nicholas "Huge Scratch" O'Brien, who arrives at a Los Angeles wrongdoing scene and offers up overwhelming measurements of poisonous manliness. Beyond any doubt, his colleagues do not very like him. But his internal circle of controllers are furiously steadfast, proved by a party arrangement in which they capture and address a neighborhood barkeep named Dani Wilson, O'Shea Jackson Jr. Enormous Scratch states that he and his group are the genuine terrible folks, and strengthens Dani to provide up data approximately his criminal associate Ray Merriman, Pablo Schreiber. The essential struggle in Cave of Thieves includes Huge Scratch attempting to figure out the scope of Merriman's another heist. Because it turns out, the Los Angeles Department of the Government Save is the crew's following target. Particularly, Merriman plans to take $30 million of unfit cash with no serial numbers. Sometime recently it's destroyed. Merriman's Sanctum of Cheats group comprises of Dani, Levi, 50 Cent, Bosco, Evan Jones, and Mac, Cooper Andrews. Urgently, Merriman doesn't clarify why he knows so much around the internal workings of the government save. But everybody trusts him since of their military and tall school sports association, which Gerard Butler's Huge Scratch recognizes amid his examination. In the interim, Merriman employments his possessed sweetheart and Dani to bolster Huge Scratch data around a arranged target in Montebello. But that's fair one portion of a bigger arrange. Here's that arrange and the Cave of Hoodlums finishing clarified in detail. What happens in Sanctum of Thieves finishing? Huge Scratch holding a weapon and strolling at Pico Rivera Investment Funds and Advance. Huge Scratch anticipates to capture Merriman's heist motion picture team but rapidly realizes that something is distinctive almost this specific heist. For one, the group debilitates to slaughter civilians, which is a portion of their regular working method. Still, Enormous Scratch holds up it out after Merriman apparently blows up a bank vault whereas holding up for his requests to be met. Enormous Scratch at that point realizes that the team has gotten away, which he'd been deceived. Another. Merriman's team executes the government save heist they'd been planning for all along, more on that underneath. But after getting away, Dani is kept by Huge Scratch and gives up the rally point. In the interim, Merriman drops communication with Mac after learning approximately Dani's detainment, and endeavors to elude with Bosco and Levi. Sanctum of Thieves climax builds to an enormous shootout amid a traffic stick, coming full circle with the passings of Merriman, Bosco, and Levi. Sanctum of Hoodlums closes with enormous Nick's disclosure at the stolen government save cash was all destroyed. He too realizes that Dani some way or another overseen to elude. Enormous Scratch at that point pays a visit to Ziggy's half-brow. The unbiased put where he at first confronted Dani prior within the film. After taking a see around and reflecting approximately past discussions, Enormous Scratch realizes that Dani was without a doubt the genuine engineer. A brief montage uncovers that Dani had been collecting data on napkins for a broad period of time, and after that approached his previous Marine buddy, Pablo Schreiber's Merriman, with a heist arrange. The ultimate seconds of Sanctum of Thieves finishing clarified that Dani is presently working in London and clearly plotting to victimize a adjacent precious stone trade. Merriman's government save heist arrange. Pablo Schreiber in Cave of Hoodlums. On the surface, Merriman's government save heist goes as arranged. He makes a diversion at Pico Rivera investment funds and advance and successfully get away through a sewer framework. Merriman and Levi then get to the government save nerve center by camouflaging themselves and faking a cash drop. Utilizing the stolen armored vehicle from prior within the film and cash from a rave heist. From there, Merriman and Levi dump a cash tub containing Dani, who picks up get to the tally room after Bosco cuts the control. Dani at that point finds the unfit cash sometime recently it's destroyed, and makes beyond any doubt to drop the pack into a rubbish truck that will take off the building. Utilizing intel from Mac, Cooper Andrews, Dani starts his plan's masterstroke. After he effectively get away, he finds a boxed dinner that he stowed away prior whereas making a fast food conveyance. Presently imagining to be a deliverman, Dani oversees to induce past security on his way out sometime recently getting confined by Huge Scratch. In the interim, Merriman comes to the junkyard rally point whereas Bosco seizes a waste truck carrying the money. The driver is uncovered to be one of Dani's companions. Merriman basically lives by the weapon and kicks the bucket by the weapon in Sanctum of Cheats. Like Gerard Butler's tall kill count boasting Huge Scratch, he remains genuine to a particular code of conduct but doesn't expect that Dani would deceive him by controlling the arranged Tohi's advantage. More on that underneath. In terms of narrating, Merriman and Huge Scratch share comparable qualities. They are two manly men with incomparable conviction in their abilities. Eventually, they're simply pawns within the game. How Dani closes up with the cash in Sanctum of Cheats. O'Shea Jackson Jr. in Cave of Cheats. In Cave of Hoodlums, Merriman's arrange is actually Dani's arrange. Proved by the ultimate montage, Dani coordinated the whole government save heist by collecting data whereas bartending at Ziggy's Hofbrau. Of course, he couldn't execute the arrange alone. So he come out to a military colleague, Merriman, whereas furtively plotting with his ancient sports buddies, Mac, Alexei, Oleg Taktarov, and BAS, Max Holloway. Once Dani picks up get to the government save check room, he keeps the cash for himself in a mystery bag. It's eventually uncovered that BAS was the driver who cleared out the government save with diverse packs of cash which Alexei had the unfit and untrackable heist cash sent to Panama. Early in Sanctum of Cheats, Dani makes a telling articulation whereas bartending kitty corner from the government save, "I'm in total control of my environment, and individuals don't indeed know." The ultimate scene in Cave of Cheats appears Mac, Alexei, and BAS drinking at a London bar whereas Dani bartends and plans the another work, which might probably advise the story of Den of Cheats too. What Sanctum of Thieves gets right almost genuine bank thefts. Cave of Cheats 2. Cave of Hoodlums could appear unbelievable at times. But Gyudgas did undoubtedly attempt to create it feel bona fide. For a specialized advisor, he allegedly enlisted LA burglary master Charge Redder, the creator of Where the Money Is, additionally utilized sources from the LAPD, the military, and a previous pioneer of Hell's Blessed Messengers, through Flurry. The film's account can be effectively and conveniently picked separated by fault-finders who saw Sanctum of Cheats as a warm sham. Still, the mix of reality and daydream is what makes Cave of Cheats so captivating and prevalent among common moviegoers. Agreeing to Cave of Cheats Chief Christian Gyudgast, truth isn't as it were stranger than fiction, it's much more captivating than fiction. Sanctum of Cheats finishing tune clarified. Gerard Butler in Cave of Cheats. To completely survey the Cave of Thieves finishing, it's moreover worth making a note of the melody utilized at the conclusion of the film, Incredible, by Welshly Arms. Given how well the melody fits into the movie's last occasions, it's simple to ponder whether Incredible was composed particularly for Cave of Hoodlums. Be that as it may, the melody really came out too a long time earlier to the film's discharge. Not as it were does the melody set in compelling tone, but its verses moreover offer assistance underscore some of Sanctum of Thieves' greatest topics. In specific, the lines, been imagining of the payoff / through the battles and the trade-offs / battling tooth and nail on the way up, parallels the thieves' inspirations, whereas, in the long run they're gonna know who's right / to make a stand. You've ought to win the battle, and you gotta live without a compromise, typify Gerard Butler's hardboiled motion picture character. Such synchronicity is hard to discover, but amazing closes Sanctum of Hoodlums on an insubordinate note. Where Sanctum of Cheats 2's story goes following. Gerard Butler in Den of Hoodlums. Given the success of the primary motion picture and the bother of the Den of Cheats finishing, there's in fact a follow-up on the way. Gerard Butler returns for the sequel Cave of Cheats 2, Pantera alongside O'Shea Jackson Jr. as Dani. As anticipated, the movie will spin around Dani venturing up as the most criminal engineer with huge scratch hot on his path. In spite of the fact that this time the action will take put in Europe. When talking around the continuation, by means of converse, Butler clarified that the story takes after huge scratch checking Dani's heist career in Europe and denies to sit my ass in LA and let this fellow go and take over Europe. So I go to chase him down. Butler also suggests that the motion picture is more fun than Sanctum of Cheats. Maybe playing on Dani's gifts as a strategist instead of fair a course cheat.
Thanks for watching our video. As we wrap things up, we want to say a big thank you for being a part of our awesome community. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our future adventures. We appreciate all the likes, comments, and support you've given us. It's because of viewers like you that we're able to keep creating great content. So stay tuned for more exciting videos coming your way. Remember, you're the reason we do what we do. Without you, our channel wouldn't be the same. So, until next time, take care, stay awesome, and keep spreading the positivity. See you soon.